big. Yes guys, welcome to SFeatleyTV F1 and we're back again with another video. We're here for a watch along to testing, I believe it is. It's testing, yes. The F1 pre-season official test has begun in earnest early this morning. We're now about 2 hours into the session. We've got another 2 hours until lunch, and got should have a list of drivers coming out on the circuit. Yeah, let's have a look. Let's have a look at F1 right now. So just seeing Hamilton out on the circuit. They've brought radically different side pods to the car than they had in Barcelona. We also think that Magnussen has been also announced that he is driving in the Haas for 2022, which is surprising. I don't know why not giving it to Piastri. Piastri has won the championship, he deserves a chance. So yeah, you know what I mean. So yeah, let's have a look at this. I've had a look at the side pods, the Mercedes, and they've done a similar thing to Red Bull. They've gone very extravagant with their side pods. Like no side pods.
No side pods?
Well, there are side pods, it's just very, very, very small. Let's put it that way. They look very small. Have a closer look at them. Have a look at this one. You can see the slot gaps in the bodywork. All trying to maximise, obviously, ground effect to a certain extent. So you just see how it works, man. You have to see how it works. You can see, obviously, Ferrari fans are happy. Seeing Leclerc at the top of the timesheets this morning. Like I said, this is testing. You can't really guarantee anything in testing. So, like that, you can't guarantee that. That means Ferrari are going to be up there with the rest of them. So, yeah. More. Yeah. So, it's. I will actually put up who the grid is at the minute. So let me just put up Leclerc. Hamilton. Oh no, Hamilton is third. Hamilton's third on the road at the moment. On the timesheets. Who's fourth? Fourth is Albon. So Williams showing a good turn of pace there, so it's nice to see. Vettel.
Careful.
Sorry, excuse that. It's just having to sort out my infusion. So, but it's not going to stop us doing this stream at least. So I said I'll be live for a morning for the testing sessions, so I am. So sixth is Ocon. Ocon on the road at the 6th position. Oh, I've already typed that in. What am I doing? I haven't got a clue. Zhou. Zhou is 7th. 8th is Lando Norris. 9th is Gasly. And then 10th, I believe, is Verstappen. So Verstappen in 10th. Such a shame. Not that I'm bitter. This. I'm also going to put that this is.
I'll try and keep an eye on it. Prix
season test day 1 morning session. Make sure you get your comments in, get your questions in as well. Let's have a look at. I'm ready to look at the F1 timing screens. Surely you should be doing timing screens for this, shouldn't I? Surely? Let's have a look. Are they? Sign in. Let's sign in. Let's have a look. Yeah, they are. They are as well. Don't ask again. So there's only 10 drivers at the moment. So the drivers representing their teams are Perez for the Aston Martin, Hamilton in the Mercedes, Ferrari running with Leclerc, Williams have got Albon, Vettel obviously with Aston Martin, Ocon with Alpine. Lando Norris is with McLaren, Gasly with AlphaTauri, Zhou in the Alfa Romeo. Haas is not running a car at all. They're using Fittipaldi for this test session. Don't know what they're going to be doing for the rest of the session or for the rest of testing. But just seeing the Mercedes coming down the straight, and you can see the porpoising problem that everyone's been trying to deal with. The cars been going like that down the straight, gaining speed, and everyone's quite quickly realised whoever gets on top of that is going to get the advantage. So, and just trying to see what the difference is with this Mercedes. Now it's got virtually no side pods whatsoever. It's just one wide coming out of turn 4, coming into turn 5, 6, 7. Don't forget next weekend they are racing here. Turn 8. As it accelerates away.
Hello?
Alpine, I believe, getting out of the way, and it's into turn 9. And again struggling with that corner. I don't think Hamilton's going flat out right now with his times right now.
Oh, It's fine, but we're fine.
1.8.
Okay. I don't
11,
do cold calling. Thanks very
12,
much. Bye.
30. So, yeah, coming down about straight now into the last corner. So, it's a tricky little car to handle at the minute. Kind of like last season, but we're trying to understand the new car. And this is the thing, but this is the same problem with all the teams. Red Bull are going to have the same problem. So are Ferrari. So are everyone. Everyone's going to have the same problem, right? You got to have the same problem. So make sure you smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. We put the link in the chat. Anyone wants to come on, they can do. So yeah, let me put that in there as well. Put that in there. Let me have a look. Come on, bloody thing. If you can hear the music, then I am screwed.
Well, give me the thing and I don't think they can. Not down there where you got it.
Someone let us know if you can hear any music in the background, please do. Right, I'll try and put my own background music on the stream to deafen it. But it's pretty much all I can do. Because my mic doesn't look like it's picking it up, but it can be lying. Because it said that before about previous streams at elsewhere, and it picks it up. So yeah, just let other people know I'm live as well. Replace that friggin' link, I swear to God. Right, I swear to God, we'll replace that. Your channel, let's have a look. No, wrong channel. Switch. Make sure you pump that like button and subscribe. Your channel. Big up, smash that like button, you know how it's done. Oh, you're joking. I just had it on that. Just share the damn thing, copy it. No, right. That's it, just type it. Bollocks, do it. Let's do it. Let's go. Done. Bang. Done. Right, let's go. We got 5 people watching. Big up everyone that is watching. Smash the like button if you haven't. Sorry about people in the background, I can't help that. But again, watching the Mercedes again, struggling out of the turn 13, coming into 14. Let's see what it is. That Bond. Didn't too much on that run. Obviously, teams will be adjusting. Don't forget they're racing here this weekend, so they'll be trying to also gather data for the weekend session, for the weekend's Grand Prix. So the more they're running they can get here, the better their chances of maxing out this race weekend and trying to find a perfect setup as well. Again, Mercedes very wide out of turn 4. Coming down the straight is Perez now. Seeing Hamilton and McLaren at turn 8. Nice, was better at turn 8. Here comes Perez down to turn 4. But yeah, so turn 5, turn 6. Coming up to turn 8 now is looking okay. Actually, I'll ask this as a question to everyone. Do you think the new side pods on the Mercedes is an answer to what Red Bull have done with their side pods? Is it like a response? Do you feel it's them trying to catch up to what Red Bull have done? Because it's a bit weird how they've come out and done a whole days of testing, 3 days of testing with their original car, and then all of a sudden they've got side pods that are completely radical. If you wanted radical side pods, you would want to do as much practice as possible, surely. Possibility. So are Red Bull ahead? We don't know. They could be ahead, they could be behind. We know definitely from last year they were ahead. They made it very clear to us that they were ahead. They're not making it very clear this year. I do feel if they were ahead, they would make everyone bloody know about it. We got to remember this is run by Christian Horner. Christian Horner is a prick. He is an out and out cunt. I don't care. He's a dickhead. He's a complete utter dickhead. He's one of those people, if he's at the front of the grid, he's jumping up and screaming and shouting about it. And that's how the team is. So, something tells me is, they are not completely ahead for me. And I think this is a more level playing field than we've probably ever seen, to be honest. I do feel it's Ferrari and McLaren will have a shout in wins. We've got 41 minutes left of the morning session before lunchtime. So it will finish at 11 a.m. When does it restart actually? When does it restart the second session? Let's have a look at the comparison online. Let's have a look. So he's only done 11 laps on those tyres so far. Have you got any radio? Quote from Christian Horner is different concept, but that's for the aero guys and they wanted to get into. Mate, just do me a favour. said on TalkSport, I can't stand the sight of him anymore. The sooner Christian Horner lose F1, the better. I'm having a party over it. I'm not lying. Because what he said on TalkSport was mind-boggling. Right, Michael Massey did nothing wrong. Yeah, because you won a championship out of it. Right, you knew they built the walls. You know they built the walls. Yeah, I know. So we're looking at what we're looking at now. Zhou is now in the Alfa Romeo. People are going to be criticising him because obviously he's not really done much in F2 to deserve a seat in F1 compared to like Piastri and that. So he's got to go out and improve himself big time. He's going to have an experienced teammate with Bottas behind him. Next to him, who's been at the top team for the last since 2017. So you've got to give him due on that. So these again. You start with Aston. So Aston Martin got a radical side. It's Red Bull. So have Mercedes now. They must obviously not worry about cooling. They must be getting cooling some other way. Maybe the flaps along the side pod, along the bodywork of the car, are providing extra airflow. Because I think the concept is if you have less side pods, you have less drag. Also, you have less drag, but you might also have the air that's now hitting a wall. It's not hitting the side pods, which is getting through the car. It then goes through the car. It then hits a wall. So where does it go? Up or down? So they're probably trying to get it to direct down into the floor to create the ground effect that they need to get around the corners and create the grip. Hence why the radical small side pods, or no side pods, whatever you want to do. So obviously it must work, and obviously it must not affect cooling, otherwise they wouldn't run it. Whether it will do affect cooling, especially in places like the British Grand Prix is usually hot that time of year. So is Hungarian Grand Prix, usually hot at that time of year. You're also going to have Mexico's going to be one. Mexico's definitely going to be one because of the thin air. Same with Brazil's going to have thin air because of the altitude. So, and that's also going to play a big part as well. So yeah, you never know. So it's just usually been hot. And Bahrain's at night, so it'll be a lot cooler than what they're racing now. Here's the thing: they're doing all this testing now, but it's in terms of the conditions of the track, it's irrelevant because it's going to be raced at night. So what they really want is rather have the test session in the evening, at the twilight, when it's going to be held. So yeah, that's going to be definitely yeah, one to look out for. Big up Luke in the chat as well. Big up everyone that is watching. So Leclerc coming around the corner and into the back straight now. Perez to go out again for another lap. He's gone purple in the first sector. I'm a little bit behind. Also, another impact is how these tyres are affecting this season and how they will affect the racing. It should last longer, but then we sometimes like the strategies when they've been a 2-stop race or something like that, so you never know. It's going to be interesting. There's loads of turns. We just don't know what's going to happen. We really don't know. So it's probably a good thing that we don't know. It's probably a damn good thing. So Leclerc's gone purple in his first sector, but he didn't go any faster than that. So he stays at a 34.5. That Ferrari has got a good turn of pace in it. I'm not gonna lie. It hasn't got me worried, but it's got me concerned. I'm keeping it in mind. Let's put it that way.
Quick. It's alright, we timed it right.
So, how are we doing? Let's see. So, yeah. His fastest is set to 2. Fastest is set to 3 with that lap, actually. So, 1:34.5. There must have been another lap. So there we are, lap 1, and really attacked that corner really well, and Caue really wanted to work with him. I'm telling you, that Ferrari looks impressive. It does look impressive, but then again, that you've got that porpoising effect a lot. So, and that was a lot more than the Mercedes, so maybe the Mercedes weren't pushing that hard, or it's worked out how to deal with it a lot better than the Ferrari. And don't forget that Mercedes were behind by 3 or 4 points by the start of the season. By the end of the start of last season, by the end of last season, they were clearly ahead of everyone. Right? Don't forget, Hamilton batted Max Verstappen, and then he tried to throw everything at him. He still beat him in literally the last 4 races, and I can't do that the last race because he had effectively beaten him. It was the FIA who decided to turn against him, but he had beaten him in 4 of those last races, and yet there were 3-4 tenths behind before and done nothing. Upstream, bubbles in it. No,
we
fine.
cleared it.
Fine.
Let me clean it. Oh,
It's
well,
fine.
She wants to put a pin in it. Let me go. Hold on with the pin. She's ready, you know. She's gone
If it
needle
needs to
crazy
stick it
now.
in, just leave it there, Mum will do it. It's all right.
Just put it there, just in there. Or on there.
Sorry, where's the fusion?
Shove that in. Just to do this at home,
sometimes,
you know.
yeah.
It's alright. Good job.
There you go. So Albon getting his second chance in Formula 1 on loan from Williams to Red Bull. I'm surprised he's on loan though. If you've got such faith in him, why ain't he in the Toro Rosso? And you've got Liam Lawson's coming through the ranks. So I'm sorry, like Albon should be dropped. Like, Albon should be just allowed to just go to Williams and have his full contract then. I don't get it. You're not going to put Albon back in that Red Bull. Never. Right? Same as you're not going to get it with Pierre Gasly as well. Who, in his last interview, came up with a load of bullshit excuses, to be honest. Especially how, like, he was saying about Hamilton and, like, basically saying it's all about the car again. It's all about the car with Hamilton, it's not with Verstappen. Right. Of course it's got to be about the car. But it's about taking it to another level. Right. In the end, of course it's going to be like, you've got to have a good car. You've got to have a good car. Right. That's all part of Formula 1. But then you find those drivers that can push a car further than other people can. And that's what Verstappen and Hamilton were doing. Towards the end of last season, Hamilton and Verstappen were having their own battle because they were pushing each other lap after lap to the point of adhesion on the cars. Right? Perez and Bottas were left to fight their own race, right? While Verstappen and Hamilton fought their race up the front last season. That's how much of a advantage in terms of a driver you get with Hamilton and Verstappen, right? Of course you've got to have a good car, but whether who can push it the furthest, right? So, but just seeing the slow-mo of the Williams as it bounced with poison, man, it's bad. Does look bad at times, but then again, personal bests. Hamilton's now slipped down to 5th actually. Let me just update that. So, who's 3rd? Vettel's gone up to 3rd. So Vettel's up to 3rd. 4th is Perez. 2nd is Albon. Albon's gone 2nd in the Williams, which is kind of impressive actually. I'm not gonna lie, that looks very impressive. Just give me 1 sec. Perez, Williams, and Albon. Vettel 3rd. Perez live commentary. Let's go. Having some fun. There's plenty of test runs for AlphaTauri. Caue it's just gone a second quicker on the C2 rubber, which is an impressive lap. Sector's back on Leclerc, the Williams is looking pretty tight. For the moment, Leclerc is now out on mediums. It's a short run as he pulls back into the pits after just a few laps. Is it only for a burnout? It's only for a burnout though, and he comes straight back out again. So Mercedes have just released Hamilton back out again. Still, right, so overview. Day 1 of 3 pre-season testing comes to Bahrain. Kevin Mason has been catching up with friends in the paddock this morning. On track, it's been all eyes on the design of Mercedes. Silver arrows are sporting some very unusual looking side pods. It's hot and sunny in Bahrain as the preparations for the 2022 season continue. So, there you go. And as you can see, like Mick Schumacher taking a nice little walk. Probably with his trainer. Oh no, Fittipaldi's there. Fittipaldi. Surprising that Haas have not sent him out this morning. And then the team's been embroiled in turmoil with the whole friggin', yeah, you know what I mean? It's been a tough time with Haas, with the whole Caue saga, obviously with the drop Nikita Mazepin and Caue as their title sponsor because of the war in Ukraine, which we all oppose. They've had to drop them, and it's going to be tough for them to find some a title sponsor that's going to pay the money that Caue are going to pay them. Otherwise, they're not going to survive. They won't survive until the end of the year if they continue without a title sponsor. It's as simple as that, my friends. Simple as that. I ain't gonna have some. Right, so you need some sort of backing of some sort. And I'd rather they get some backing rather than Andretti going by the team out, for example. Because I'd rather Andretti be an extra team in Formula 1. So we would have 22 or 25. Looking at yeah, look at that. Catching up with an old friend, you know. So this is the Mercedes in pre-testing last season. Right. This was it, how it looked last season. Last session actually, sorry, in Barcelona. This is how it looks now. Much more radical. A lot more radical. I do think they followed what they followed what Red Bull have done. I think they've realised that Red Bull got something going there, so they're jumping on board with it on the ship. See? And instead of moaning, and you see, if that was team principal Christian Horner and Mercedes had bought radical tyre pods like that, the first thing we do before we even start the season will be in the steward's room, complaining, protesting. We can't have that, that's not allowed. Whereas Mercedes this season, Red Bull bring their radical concept, right? And Mercedes just like, okay, we'll bring our own. They don't go and protest, they just bring their own. And before I'm saying I'm being biased, right? Let me just point this out. 2020, right? Mercedes, what did they do with the front with their steering wheel? They had that DAS, their DAS system, didn't they? Right, DAS, right, where they could basically help to warm their tyres up. DAS system, right? As soon as that was developed, who was the first one to jump on the gun and start protesting to the stewards? Christian Horner and Red Bull. You can't have that, that's not allowed, we can't develop one. But the team, basically what the FIA said is, hang on, no, you can, we just ban it afterwards. And actually in 2020, if it was fine for the 2020 season, why weren't it for the 2021? Right, because of their moaning. Right, but yet when it's the flexi rear wing that they had last season, everyone said, no, you just got to get on board and jump along with it. You just got to get along with it. Well, Mercedes do get along with it. They could have quite easily protested their new radical sideboards, but they didn't. They got on with it. Told you, like Mercedes just focus mostly on their own job, rather than get involved with politics with Christian Horner, who just loves to go to the media every 5 minutes as a problem. He's not doing this, they're not doing that, that's not allowed, that's not this, that's not that. Right, honestly, Christian Horner at times is like a spoiled kid at a primary school. Honestly. Miss, you've done this on me. Honestly. Does he actually realise this is Formula 1? They're supposed to do technical innovation to get ahead. Right? Honest to God. Anyway. We are... Right. How many minutes we've got left of this session? We have got 17 minutes of this session left. Then I'm having to wrap it up, aren't I? That's good because I'm on my third bowl. I'll finish right on cue. But yeah, so again, you're looking at Aston Martin, that is a bit radical as well. I didn't get why Alfa Romeo decided we're not going to run a livery during Barcelona. For what? Why don't you just do it? What was the point? It's not like you're a front running team, you know what I mean? Like, you're not going to be at the front like trying to hide your technical revelation, and it's not like they've gone any faster, you know what I mean? What do you think of Alfa's livery? There you go, look, if you go online, this is the question to ask. What do you think of their livery? I like it. I'm going to put that. I'm putting that straight away. And see what that does. I'll come back to that later. Before we wrap up and see what it does. Leaderboard. So again, Leclerc in first, Albon second, Perez, Vettel in third, Perez fourth, Hamilton fifth, Ocon in sixth, Zhou in seventh, Norris in eighth, Pierre Gasly 9th. Let me have a look and see if that registers with what I've got down below. So Verstappen 10th, 9th Gasly, 8th Norris, 7th Zhou. Yep, it all works out. It all works out. Of course it does. Of course it does. So yeah, don't forget we'll be doing a afternoon session as well, which it says 3 PM, but if I get back any earlier from hospital, I will do it at an earlier time. So it's just as long as I can go, well, as quick as I can get back, basically. You know how it is. Have to wait. So we got Leclerc in the Ferrari. Oh, he's going for the Schumacher red head look. I don't get why some people dislike the. I love the livery of the Ferrari. I think that's one of the best on the grid. I love the red and black. It works so beautifully. The way they've done it as well. Look, it's such a stunning car. I'm sorry if you don't like that. I'm sorry, you're not gonna like any car. It looks quality. It's mean. Right? Which is what Ferrari should do. It should be mean. Right. I want that coming up back to
Hey guys, see, look at that. Put it on. Put it on high now, haven't you?
So, right, we are 12 minutes 45 seconds away. So, yeah. So it looks like we're going to finish right on time. Big up everyone that is watching right now. I appreciate you all watching. Please do smash the like and subscribe if you are new. Best place to get F1 knowledge, best place to watch F1 as well. There's a lot more to come as well. I think it's a bit too early to put these overlays on, isn't it? So we are. So yeah, as you can see, we are Bahrain Grand Prix special right now. Leclerc just had to adjust himself at the first corner. Ooh, caught the curve, that's been very tricky. Then coming down the turn 4 right now. Ooh, twitchy out of turn 4, turn 5, turn 6 comes up. Turn 7. Right, one's very wide, turn to turn 8. A lot of drivers are doing that. I'm surprised one are not doing it. I'm surprised one are not doing it and he's backed off of it. People for watching. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe if you haven't already. Obviously this ain't the Bahrain Grand Prix yet, so I'm just gonna put it back to the original overlay for now. So that's coming for the next week. Yeah. Here comes, who is it now? It's Albon in the Williams down to turn 4. Gets a good exit. Virtual safety car deployed. There must be an incident on track. Virtual safety car deployed. VSC. So what's happened here then? There must be something going wrong. What's happened here? 9 minutes to go. VSC. What's turned up here then? Must be something going on. Right. Still virtual safety car deployed. Floor is off the car, the house, and the screen's off. That's why the screen's off. Right, so what's caused the VSC? So what's caused the VSC then? Which could well be a scheduled test. Oh, so they're testing the actual system. Albon's really potters around at a required place for comeback simply. So they're testing the system. Okay. So that's why Albon's gone second. He was also in the red mark tyre, the C2. Right. Cool. That makes sense. It makes sense a little bit more actually. So the point means they're still around about midfield. Which is kind of what I expected. So Perez getting some a bit of flow of his paint. So yeah, this is a scheduled test at the minute. Scheduled test which is now ending. It's now ended. Ending. Now, we are now green flag. We are back at a green flag situation. So there we are. Boom, 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 boom. 30 minutes of this session left. Make sure you hit the like and you hit the subscribe right now. Not long to go. 5 minutes. So I think most teams will be satisfied with their runs this morning. So let's go through the current. We'll go through the leaderboard as it stands. Let's see what the leaderboard is. Leaderboard right now. Also, I'll show you something else as well. Leclerc is fast. He's done 60 laps in this, and also done the most laps, 60 laps. Albon 53 laps, 36 laps for Vettel. Perez has done the most for 66. Hamilton's done 58, so they will all be happy. Those three teams will be happy with their running. Let's see. So George Russell, I think, will be in the car this afternoon. And quickly, I will just show you something else as well, quickly, whilst we've got 3 minutes left. So it's a new helmet design for... It's the new helmet design for Vettel, which is promoting peace and war for the obviously what's happening in Ukraine. I'm driving to a lovely top. You can see here, look at the difference. You can see the radical difference. There you go. Radically different. I don't think it's radical as the Red Bulls, but I think it's an answer to them. It has to be. Oh, one more thing as well. They're also showing a no war t-shirt to support Ukraine. Look at that. Norris, Leclerc, Caue, and Verstappen. Yeah, well, it was for a bit. Jump application auto Motorsport insists they did speak to Christian Horner and he did say Mercedes car was not legal. He denies it. I knew he'd stop bitching. Here we go again. Let's bitch about it again. Right? Why can't you, whatever it is, no, I'm sorry. Why can't you ever, Christian Horner, accept this is Formula 1? They are allowed to make a radical difference if they bloody want to. Right? You have radically different side pods, they are answering your challenge. So if they're going to take anyone's away, they're going to take yours away as well. Why is it? It's got to be one wall for you, one wall for another. I'm sorry, right? I'm fed up with this guy, right? Mercedes have answered your challenge, right, by trying to do radically different side pods, which is the same thing you have done. And you're saying that Mercedes is not legal? Really? Do me a favour. Turn it in. Do me a favour. Just shut up. Shut up. If you can't stand competition, mate, don't be in the sport. Piss off, because tell me what, a lot of people in F1 don't like you and don't want you here. Right? Because you can't set competition. Jesus Christ, everyone's allowed an update apart from our rival. Right, we're allowed all the updates in the world, but no one else. Jesus Christ, man. Honest to God.
You've been here some time.
Tell you what, all that's done, I can tell now that Red Bull is not as quick as he thinks. I said it, everyone thinks, I said it, told you, that Red Bull is not quick. It's not quick. That's why he's already coming out with Mercedes saying it's illegal. Of course, Mercedes is faster, so it has to be illegal, doesn't it? That car's not quick. Telling you. Right, that Red Bull is not quick. What a surprise. What a surprise. I'm not surprised. And as this session comes to an end, Hamilton's session comes to an end with the final roundup result, which is Leclerc is first, Albon second, Vettel third, Perez fourth, Hamilton fifth, Ocon sixth, Zhou seventh, Norris eighth, Caue ninth, and obviously no has to run, so obviously technically Verstappen. And before we wrap up, I'll give you one last message that we all need to keep doing.
I had a Welsh brother who mispronounced words in BBC English.
Yeah, I'll quickly show you this.
I was brought up in London, so...
Yeah, there you go, look. No war, there you go, bang.
Yeah, I was from Clapham, so we had South London accent, and I had a Scottish father who was with a Battersea accent, a Scottish father with a Battersea accent, and my mother was from Wales, so you had to speak proper.
There you go.
BBC English. They can't do BBC English anymore because it's not BBC. But yeah, I do remember that.
It's interesting, isn't it? Cross-cultural stuff and all that sort of stuff. Where people are from. I mean, both my parents came from very poor backgrounds. Very poor.
Yeah, my
Scotland goes into Liverpool.
There you go.
I mean, but it was still like early 1900s. But both of them lived through two world wars.
So there we are. That's the end of that. Yeah, it's obviously doing a practice start in Hamilton, but here we go. That's the end of that. We are gonna have to call it a day because I'm also about to finish as well on my ball as well. Means I can hopefully go home and there's no blood as well. But there you go. We are pretty much done. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the share button as well, please. Really does mean a lot to us for you just tuning in for the last hour, but yeah, I'm gonna have to get gone, so make sure you do pump those likes up, pump the subscriptions up as well. Get us to 100 subs by the end of the month, please. It'd be much appreciated. As again, we are doing a charity stream. Big up Eduardo, thank you for tuning in. We are doing our charity stream tomorrow afternoon, so I won't be able to do the afternoon session. It's going to be a fantastic show. It's also going to be broadcast on SFeatleyTV as well as SFeatleyS1. But SFeatleyTV is the main broadcaster. It's also going to be broadcast on his channel as well. But yeah, so check out that at 4 PM tomorrow. So you won't want to miss it. So yeah, big up to everyone. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. Until then, everyone stay safe, stay well, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye.